Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, and welcome back to another stream. Hopefully things are fine and working, because for some reason OBS decided to just change my settings when I launched it last time. I don't know why. I said no to an update. It should have been fine, but yet there were problems. I don't know. Hopefully we're fine on both YouTube and Twitch. It looks like we're fine. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Hello, Lachlan. Welcome in. Be his bad boy. Exactly. I'm using the vertical streaming plugin to stream on both YouTube and Twitch with different settings. And for some reason, it decided to, you know what is great? If we take all your vertical / YouTube profiles and settings, and we just remove them and put them all where your Twitch stuff is. So I had to manually recreate all the YouTube stuff. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. A little late. We're here. Thankfully, I basically have 2 scenes I use, and the third one that I don't use very much that I didn't even bother recreating right now. It's fine. Starting soon, and this screen. That's all we need. That's all that matters. Everything else, extra stuff, that's little details. So, I didn't stream yesterday, but that doesn't mean I didn't do anything yesterday. In fact, I've been doing a lot of stuff today. I've been actually improving the AI today. I need to start over here so he doesn't see me. Starting with the fact that, oh, get darn, hide. Well, as you see, he now has vision, and I can make sounds, and he can then follow me. So all good. But the main thing I want to show is I broke things on him, so it's fine. It's the middle. The main thing I wanted to show is yesterday I took time to redesign my actual dungeon, my actual gameplay, because if I go to my Sure, save. If I go here, actually, I should probably just reset this back to where it was. I go to... Oh god, there's so many. Go to the dungeon. Go to the dungeon. You. Graph. Module builds. Theme is the same. So if I was to build a dungeon, right, this was the dungeon before. So it's all flat. We had some rooms that are just squares. We created just a couple of variations of rooms, right? But this isn't very interesting. So, I mean, this was mostly here for the game jam, but it's not very interesting. So, what I have done is I've created new blockouts. Boom. Boom. And now, if I build the dungeon, it is a lot more colorful. That's but the main thing you might notice is it is a whole lot more interesting because there's now different levels, different elevations, and let me show you now. Let's play through it, and I'll show you how it actually looks. Because now, with I don't save. Now with this camera angle, right? This is what we have. Oh, thank you. Hey, Guts. I'm doing well. Where the plans is to improve this even further. So I've created this, which is an improvement on the old levels. You can see. So now we have these are walls. I can't go through them, even though visually I can. Right? I can jump over, but really there's invisible walls here. That's what the blue walls are. Hello, Mangaruki. I don't think I said my hello to you. Sorry about that. The pink blocks are basically going to be like obstacles, something that I'm going to place in that area where I can potentially still jump on them and do whatever I want, but right, they're going to be blockers. Then the blue is the walls. Then we have different room shapes here. And the main thing is, there's elevation changes. The red is going to be the dead zone. So right now, I can't jump in here. But if, for example, if I fell off in this direction, right? That's it. That would be I fall down and die. And right now, it's just a big plane. So if I do fall off, I don't need to worry about it. Orange walls are walls I can jump over. And obviously, if I don't have any walls there, I can also jump through. So you can already see this is a whole lot more interesting. Can't jump that way. I might make it so I can't jump that way, actually. I should make it so I can jump through there, because I should be able to make it all the way across. So I'll change that, actually. And what I want to do today is create more of these room variations to make it even more interesting as we kind of run across. Because, the dungeon is procedurally generated, and the more variations there are, the better it is. I am totally lost. But now, with the ability to kind of dash, is that we added that last time, I believe. Right? We can now get through this place relatively quickly. Of course, there's no enemies right now or anything of that sort. But this is now starting to be interesting to maneuver and get around. So once I put the enemies back in here, then it's going to be a whole lot more fun. So once I get the Once I have, you know, this combo in, right. Right, and I'll be able to like kick enemies into the void potentially. So it should be a whole lot more interesting. Yeah, once we have everything in. So I think today we create some more variations on the stuff. He's supposed to be patrolling around me, but he's not because I broke things during today. Whoopsie. So I hope you guys like the new setup. I think it's a lot better because it's a lot more interesting. And once I have even more variations of rooms, it'll be even better. Does the PCG have any logic for level progress direction? When you say the PCG, I don't have any PCG in there right now. So when you say does the PCG have any logic for level progress direction, what do you mean? So, speed, these guys I'm going to remove, and these guys, let's see here. So now, right, so now I'll be able to jump through here. And I'll just do this. Close this off, and then I'm just gonna make this red. And currently this doesn't do anything, but that's the idea. The dungeon is not PCG, so the dungeon is made entirely with a plugin called Dungeon Architect. It is an expensive but very powerful plugin. And when I say expensive, I mean $300 US when not on sale. It occasionally goes for half off. So, you know, it does go on sale. But yeah, it's so when I go to my game and I play it, it generates a new random dungeon every time, and these doors are based on that. So I can, right? If I did that, I'd be dead. I'd just fall off the map. But I can now go through this entire place. I need to change up my dash, so that's a dead end. I need to change up my dash to work up slopes, right? Because I move horizontally, and obviously I can't dash up or down because it's on a timeline. So I'm gonna need to figure out a good way of doing that, where I need to, yeah, tweak that. I might need to do line traces or something like that. We'll figure something out. So I have a one-way door, so I can't go that way. You see now with our dash that we introduced, right, maneuvering this place is considerably faster. Oh, another one-way door. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna get lost. Once I have more room variations, it's gonna be a lot easier. Oh, here we go. Found the boss. Here's our boss. I fell in. There's no nav mesh volume in here. So, and I broke things on him, so he's not going to do anything specifically at all. But let's make some levels. Let's make some new variations. And you guys can see how I make them. Actually, I'm going to start with this. No, I'm not going to start with that. I'm just going to copy that. Paste. There you go. just so I can go Control B and find the place where this is. So the way it works is we get our bounds, and this is the area where we can place things. Now, how big do we want this room to be? I'm thinking another small room. Small rooms aren't that interesting. Let's go with a larger room, and then we can go like make an interesting shape in here again. Because I'm thinking something that goes maybe like at a corner, bypasses this, and then just something like that. And every time we'll introduce the room, we'll go ahead and try it out and see how it feels. And hopefully everything will feel all good. Is this add 0, 0? This is good. But again, this is all like blocking. But you know, it's creative work, which is more of a rarity on this channel recently. So usually it's all technical. So what do we want to do? I could do make different rooms and then plug and assembles them in dungeon apps. Yep, that's exactly what it does. So what so I have this graph, and basically I specify the main path. If I hit build here, and I can specify my exact rooms. So now I've had build. So here's the dungeon. Right, here's what it has built. It first picks a main path, and in my case, I set the main path to be 10 rooms long, which is probably way too long. You know, I'll set it to be 6 rooms long for now. Then I have a secondary path that generates off of the main path and loops back around, and another offset path that loops back around. And then, and then it completes. And I can click build and it'll generate a new one. And it's based on I can specify how often I want a room to appear versus another room. I can use it to spawn stuff. This is, by the way, one of many modes. So this is called Snap Grid Flow. There's, I think, like 6 or 7 different modes. Some of them are like more procedural, like entirely procedural tile-based room generation. This one allows me to make specific rooms how I want them to be designed, like from start to finish. And I can place enemies and everything exactly where I want them. So that's why I chose this one. So I can make, like, I don't have to have a procedural room. I can have a room designed specifically the way I want. So I can now put pitfalls where I want. I can do this where I want, and it's less procedural. But once I have the room, I can populate it all with BCG or whatever I want procedurally. That doesn't change. It's just, this is basically a level, and it automatically also does level instancing. So when you go from room to room, let me actually save this. I'm gonna make this save current level. This is going to be a 2x2. I have a 3-way and a 5-way. Let's make this a 4-way. So this is going to have 4 entrances. Whatever I'm going to do here, it's going to have 4 entrances. So if I go to my game here and I play, there you go. If I come here, right, that room is loaded. See if there's... That room is loaded, but... So right there on the left-hand side, if you see that shadow from the orange, it becomes shadowed when I go through the door. That's because this room here gets unloaded, and there's a light there, and that light no longer reaches all the way here. So it becomes shadowed. So right now, I'm only loading one room around me. So if I come in here, it loads an extra room around me. Trying to see. Oh, here we go. So if I come in this room, look at that. Right, that room is quite large on the right. This room is small, but it becomes 2 rooms away, so it unloads. I can set this up to be by distance, and most likely, if I plan to keep it like this low wall style, I'll set it up to be by distance. So anything around my character of a certain distance will be loaded, and anything outside of that distance will be unloaded. So that way, I'm not loading any levels around me that basically I don't need to. Yeah. So yes, super powerful. I want to make this diagonal, actually. I'm gonna make this diagonal. Because no one said I can't. And so I will. Let's do that. It's you. I'm not sure what we're going for, but as always, just, you know. Basically, the way I do these is start placing random shapes around and then go from there. So let's say it's going to go to this one. I'm going to want it to be a little bit more centered, maybe here. So I'll just shorten this one. And each one of these rooms is 4 of these double squares in width. Oh, sorry, no, rooms. Doors is 4 of these double squares in width. So if I want things to line up exactly, that's how I need to line it up. But do I have this? Okay, it is like it. Is it not lined up? Ah, it got off of the grid. There we go. Because we've been moving things kind of willy-washy here, I managed to get off the grid. So there we go. So that fixes that. Because this one's also off the grid. So 250. And that's because, right, these are all off the grid, technically. That's fine. So we have one that's going to go in that direction. I'm going to put something here. So I have 1, 2. Let's... Yeah, let's then extend this more straight. And I'll have it be... Maybe go to both of these on the same side. Actually, no. I don't want to have it both on the same side because... So the way the generation works right now is... right, you saw I have the main path. And I have the subpaths go from the main path back to the main path. So, unless this is part of the main path, there's a chance that it's just going to have 2 connections. And if it's only two connections, this and this could be its only connections. And if I have a path right here, it's possible you can just go from this room to this room, and and all of this is ignored. So I'm going to do this room, this room, this room, and this room, but we're gonna do like a connection here instead. I think that's gonna be how we do it. So basically we're going to do these. And maybe, yeah, just like a big one and then a smaller one that leads to the door. Now I can also add some height to these. That is also an option. But I think that will come later. Like small variations like that will come later. So, so there's no lights in here. Let's get some lights in here. And I'm just doing very basic lighting. Yes, it's all just needs to, well, be lit up just for maneuverability and testing. Which is why there's lumen right now for testing. Because why not, right? Why not have lumen for testing? There we go. And so that's the basic shape. But now let's make some stuff more interesting. So first of all, I don't like the fact that this has like this hard cutoff. So I'll probably want to do something like this. I don't want an easy jump here, but what I could do is add like a small platform kind of here. And so you could, if you start here, jump across. This is going to be all death around. So if you fail, keeping in mind that the dash right now is a set range. So if you mess up, so if I did play. Okay, let's give myself a platform if I fall. You set this is 40 by 40. This red. Right, so I can get here. That seems fine, right? But if you mess up, well, you're dead. Also, I added in a something else I did offline. So right now, the jump doesn't happen when you press, it happens when you let go. So if I press and hold, nothing happens until my timer runs out. That's because we have a hold functionality on the jump while it's in the air or when it's on the ground. If it's on the ground, if you're on the ground and you knock someone up, you have like about 1.5 seconds or so to use the hold and then jump up with him and hang in there. And when you're in the air, you can use the hold jump to do a knockback. That might go to a different button later on, in which case that'll be go away. So the reason is, so for that reason, rather, it's on release, but I've added in a slight what's it called? When you have a little bit of extra room for I forget what it's called, but basically there's some. You have half a second where if you press it too early, it will still execute it. So if I'm actually pressing space technically when I'm still in the air, and just as soon as he gets to the ground, he immediately
ads are here. Pausing
jumps.
for ads.
Oh, ads time. Let's wait for ads. Well, I tried to remember what the hell it's called. I don't remember what it's called. That's okay. Oh, holy crap. Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh god. Putting the borders on these is gonna be a pain. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Let's wait for ads to go, and then I'll start doing the borders on these. I'm excited that we have a much better environment to play in for this game now. And this is one of the rooms that we're working on right now. Once ads are done, we'll continue it. But now it's a far more interesting place to be. And, you know, maybe I'll add another room here. I like the idea of putting another room here, or another like area there. Or actually, no, I got a better idea. We're gonna add some like debris or something here. It's gonna have a higher thing, but you'll be able to jump on top of it potentially. Okay, ads are done. Very nice stopping for ads so people won't miss things. Yep, that's the reason. Don't want anyone to feel left out just because there are ads playing. If I could disable ads permanently, I would, but that is not a possibility, so we do the next best thing. And that's just wait for people that have ads to not have them. So now I'm going to place in our kind of blocker walls. These are the walls that kind of go all the way around the entire place. So that way we don't fall off, because we don't want to fall off. Falling off is bad. Except in areas where we specifically are fine falling off. So I'm gonna make them all fully blocker, and then we're gonna go in and make some of them, or we're gonna designate some of them rather, that we can just jump over them. Because we want to jump over some of these guys. And that's really, we want to give as much as we can for the use of our actual maneuverability abilities. Because those are fun. I think those are fun. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they're fun. Just go unlit mode. It's a little bit easier to see. It might be easier for you guys as well. You don't have to deal with the lighting. Good. And once we have this, right, I'll show you guys how easy it is to get this working with Dungeon Architect. Why is this not... This isn't locked to the grid. I wish when you locked it to the grid, it would like actually lock to the grid. That explains why things aren't lining up quite as nicely as I wanted it to. So I mean, these are... Oh, these are... this one's not. How did it get offset? Hey, Chosen Green. Did you use Papers? Yep, I used Papers ZD. Yep. Hey, Aleka, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, but... Right? But the pivot point should still be fine. Like, even when I move... Oh, you know what it is? You're right. I moved along the object normal 50 degrees. I didn't move along the... If I kept it moving along this angle, it would have been stuck. But because I made it along the object, that's what did it. It's fine. You know what? Doesn't matter. We'll just go on. It's not that important. If I care, I'll fix it later. That's fine. It's fine. As long as it kind of lines up, that's all that matters. I'm glad I can help you out, Chosen Green. I'm happy to help out any way I can. Yeah, I get a lot of my information, like, all comes from, like, YouTube, right? So I started this channel as a way to kind of give back to the people that helped me learn Unreal as well. So the fact that I can help out anyone is awesome to me. That's the whole point. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not 100% a selfless endeavor, right? But that was a very big motivator for it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have these, right? We have these walls. Let's swap some of these to be jumpable walls. And I'm gonna change all of these to be jumpable walls. And I'm just designating them with orange. Basically, if these are jumpable walls. These are gonna be jumpable walls. I'm gonna make this one also jumpable. And I'll make all of these jumpable. So effectively, when the walls are blue, you can't jump through. And so let's actually set those up. So if I do select all descendants, this. Green. And all of these, we need to get, before I do that, move to, these are hidden walls, and they're hidden in game. And now I can delete these guys, because So we don't want these walls here. Okay, so now, right, in game we have this, but in reality, you can jump over this. My music is louder than me? It's definitely not an OBS. It is like a good... Like, it is a good 20 dB under me. Are you sure? Yeah, unless you have... Oh, it's sometimes louder than me? Okay, I'll keep that phone noise wise. Okay, I'll keep a lookout of it. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. I'll keep a lookout for it and take note. Just a tad. All good. It's good to know. Good to know. So in the meantime, I'm gonna set some of these as now obstacles. So I'm just gonna designate some things to be obstacles here. There's gonna be, like, I don't know what they're gonna be, but they're gonna be something, and this is just general shape, size of them. And these are totally jumpable, right? So if I was here, whatever they're gonna be, I'll be able to get on top of them. Not on top of this one, but if I come here on this one and come on this one, right, I can still do this, and I can just jump over into my death. 3 high, as you can see, I can jump over. So these walls from the red to this orange top are 3 high. You can see right there. So that's still my jump height, but I can't do 4 high. So that's my bar in terms of, do I want it to be able to like make it or not in terms of jumping. But I'm thinking just having some kind of just something there. It's gonna change the shape a little. For no reason at all. It might have looked a little too... You know what? I'm just... No. I'm just gonna leave it. It's just... You know, sometimes you make shapes and... they look like things. I made it worse, but by changing the end, I was like, I need to change the shape of it. And I'm like, oh, mate. Let's do that. There we go. Like a big nose. Yeah, that's exactly. That's all it was. That's all it was. So what I want to do is actually place something in here that is going to be quite large, but it's high up, and it's not like a regular platform, but I should be able to make it onto here. Yep, so I can make it, if I jump, right, I can still make it onto this. So I can use it to my advantage, but I gotta be careful. Is that there? Yeah, exactly. Just yeah, you need to make it more of that kind of shape, right? Just more, not less. Definitely. I'm actually gonna... I haven't put things against the wall yet in any of my stuff. So I'm actually gonna do that here. I need to be careful about... No, I can't do this high, though. So I can jump 3 tall, right? What I want to make sure I avoid is being able to jump through the map, right? Because I don't want to be able to jump over it, because if it is 3 tall, right, I can jump over it. Whee, and then get out. Because this red line is my ceiling. Now, I can make it taller. I can make every floor taller. But the problem with that, with making every floor taller, is if I go to one of the 2 tall places. Right, so this is a 2 level. If I make the each level taller, right, this ramp needs to be steeper and steeper and steeper to make it up that high to accommodate each floor being that high. So for now, that's kind of the height I went with. Maybe I'll adjust it. What I can do is, if you see, there's actually some room below. So I technically have this as a below area, and I would like potentially more room below, because I'm not sure how I'm going to do the death fall specifically. So we'll see. I might need more room, in which case I might need to redesign the stuff. But for now, I think it's fine as an idea. Right. Now, I'm going to make it so... Actually, this one has stuff on it as well. Not a lot, but it's going to have, like, maybe a barricade of this. No. No, I'm not going to have it there. I feel like that's a little too much. It's too much. The main reason also for this stuff is not only does it make the environment a little more interesting, but also is room for enemies to lose sight of you if they're ranged, be able to dodge projectiles, you know, things of that nature. So that's why I want things to be a little more interesting. Okay, let's go with something like this. So now I need to put in the doorways, which is as simple as that. Yep, simple as that. To make sure they're rotated the right way. Last one. And what I need to do is actually add a invisible blocker. That is 3 units tall, which allows me to fit through. I can fit through here. I am about 3 of these tall. But it does not allow me to go through it when there's a wall. So when a door spawns here, right, it will spawn and it'll open and it'll close and it can go through it. But if it doesn't spawn, it spawns one of these. And so it'll be a blockade. And because the blockade makes it too tall, I effectively cannot go through it. So it's just a very easy way for me to make it so I don't need to worry about what I'm spawning in terms of wall or door. I can only walk through it when it's a door, and that's it. And Also, I think here I've gone too far. Oh, I see. Here, because we're not on the grid. There we go. Sure that, and yeah, we gotta keep it inside of this box. We can do whatever we want inside the box, but we gotta keep it inside the box. If it goes outside the box, just imagine there's another level touching it there, so it will effectively be in the other level. It'll still load it. I can still place something outside here, or below, or above, whatever I want, but I have to keep in mind that when there's another level touching it, right, it'll look like it's in that level, or it'll affect that other level. So this is our little area here. We can jump through here. These are full barricades. We can jump over and over. This seems pretty good. I really want to place something right here. Just, I don't know why. I just want to place something right there. It was screaming at me. Place something here. Place something here. Okay, so now that we have this, right? So we've just created a new level. So now what I can do is go to my room modules. And I can say, okay, we now have a new room. Well, what is the room? It is this four-way room. I can place it in here. It is in my category rooms. I'm having it the same weight as everything else. Then I hit build, save. And that's it. I can already go to my main menu and start playing. And just look into why it sometimes doesn't load, sometimes it does load. It'll just hang there. There we go. Alright, so now if we go or run around here, we can go and try to find this level. So here we have a Y-shaped room. Oh, we have two ways, so this one has a way to go in all directions. I managed to beeline to the actual boss. Wow, that is a first. Okay, let's speed through it. We're looking for our new room. Above. Where is our new room? Nope, that's not our room. Our new room, I mean. Wait, where's the... Oh, god darn it. So this one spawned a room right next to it. Of course it did. I gotta change that. Okay, where's our room? I've not seen our room a single time. Give us our new room. Want our new room. Is that it? No. Oh, this is it. I'm gonna... I want in there. That's our room. It's right there behind this door, but I can't go that way. It's one way. But that's our room. Let's go find our way to that room. It's this way. Oh no. Which way is it? Oh god, it's the boss room. How do we get to that room? Crap. Or give us another room. Give us another room. That is that room. That is our new room. This is this way. Are we back? No! No! That was... You jerk. It was hidden behind the one-way wall. I couldn't find the way to. No! How is it that I've actually not managed to locate the room a single time? I mean, we've located it, rather. Let me rephrase that. We've located, but just haven't been able to get inside of it a single time. Okay. We saw it. We saw the room. It exists. It's just, I guess, with its shape, it's just less likely to use it. That's my guess. Right? Because it still tries to make sure that it can generate with it. Okay, I think what we need to do is add some more smaller rooms. We need to add like a 1x1 room. That's what I'm seeing here. It's having trouble connecting these larger rooms, including the room we just made, because it just needs more small connections. So our small connection right now is just this one. That's the only one we have. And it has like a straight and a right. It should be enough. Honestly, it should be enough for everything we need. But let's make another small one. So I'm just going to make this easy. I'm just going to take this, delete them. These, delete them. And then we're going to save this as a new one. So this is going to be, I'll make this just a turn. This is just going to be a two-way. And I'm going to get rid of this guy. So the nice thing is this system automatically rotates. So we don't need to worry about having like a variation that's rotated 90 degrees or 180 degrees, etc. We can specify that we are okay with it rotating. Hey, Basie, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? So we can do something relatively simple here. AC colors, it makes you happy. Me too. It makes it so much easier to read as to what is going on, isn't it? Doesn't it? Just all of a sudden, it looks so bright and colorful. Yeah, something like that. I'll make it even on both sides here. And a pit in the middle seems good. Yep. And now let's get the border walls in. I'll go unlit so we can see this easier. Oh.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Ads time. Okay. Pause! Everyone hold! Hold the fort! Ads are a great reminder to drink. Just, as in general, just a fantastic reminder to just drink. So I think with this, we should hopefully have enough variations where I can start generating all the stuff. Pace is attempting to hydrate me. Well, he needs me alive for me to give him money, right? So it makes sense. Do I have an easy way to swap the blocks for intended mesh? I'm gonna buy one. So it's not gonna be a direct swap. It is going to be a manual swapping, because I'm not gonna have like these specific shapes for the floor. I'm gonna have like a modular piece for the floor, and I'm gonna spread it around in these areas. So yeah, it's not gonna be a just right click replace. I could do something like that. I could set something up like that, or but a lot of this is once I have more detail, I'm gonna want like, you know, I'll once the ads are done, I'll explain. So the plan, right, is to take these and replace them, but of course these are different shapes, so I can't just right click replace. And what I'm gonna want is, for example, there's gonna be like, this is gonna be a hole. Well, let's say this is going to be, well, you even use something simple, like a metal grate. Well, metal grate, right, is easy. You can just make it a, you know, tiling texture and it's gonna work. But when there's a hole, for example, I might want to have like an edge that's different, and that's gonna be its own piece, right? So I'm still gonna, even if I can replace these as one-to-one, I'll still want to have unique pieces everywhere to make the place more interesting. So yeah, it'll be a more manual part, but that's why this is just blocking. The main purpose of doing this is, one, to make it so I can test to see if is the level navigation fun and interesting. Is it repetitive? Can I find my way around or not? I'll probably need to introduce a mini map of some kind, but maybe I won't need to if it's like, if there's enough variation of rooms. And that's the hope, right? I want there to be enough variation of rooms where you'll see the same room maybe twice in a level. That's the goal. The maximum amount of times you should see a room is twice in a level, and then it'll become easier to tell where you're going just from that. Now, it's not guaranteed that that's going to happen, right? But that's kind of the hope. Or the plan, rather. It's not even the hope, it's just the plan. There's no hope about it. We're doing it, darn it. Okay, we were making the border. We weren't actually making these. Some things will stay. So the blocking walls might stay. These walls might actually be a right-click replace. It depends on the kind of design we end up going with. So right now, the plan is to have different themes. So, like Binding of Isaac, you go through the dungeon, you kill all the enemies, you fight the boss, and you go to the next level. Well, that level will have a theme. Let's say dungeon, let's say forest, let's say, you know, desert theme, right? There's gonna have some kind of visual theme. And then you go, the next one's gonna have a different one. Well, at the current moment, I'm thinking that the levels are technically gonna be the same, but the theme around them will be different, and then the items that will be inside of them will be different, right? But the navigation within the levels will all be the same for now. And ideally, it wouldn't all be the same. But I think as a base, that's the plan, is to have them all be the same in terms of navigation, but just visually, they're all going to be different. Well, I say all, but right, it's going to be like, I don't know how many variations we're going to have. I'm starting with one, or rather two. I think I'll be satisfied in like throwing this like as an early access or like, you know, playtest version, like for the general public. If I have at least 2 levels to fight a boss, and then you go down to the next level and you find a different boss. Once I have at least 2 bosses with enough environment built and stuff like that, then I'll be like, okay, now we're at a good place. I'm gonna put walls that are jumpable here. I think that would be good. Just 2. I just want them on 2 sides. It'll help break things up. So these guys are jumpable walls. What this also means... This also means is this way I can just go across, but if I try to go this way, I have to jump. But this way I don't. So if I end up going this way, I gotta jump, and if I don't, I'll end up falling. So just a little bit of, you know, extra, a little bit. Yep, that seems fine. I don't want to put too much stuff in the way at the current moment. I might put small things in the way. I think this is a pretty small room. Maybe one thing that's like relatively small. Like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Just have something. So now I can go ahead and take all of these. Oh, I missed one there. Move to folder called bottom walls. How did I miss this? But now we can go ahead and select these guys up, green, hidden in game, because these are just our wall blockers. Put them in a new folder. Hidden walls. So now when I go into game mode, right, we don't see them. Which is the whole point. We can't come out, we can't fall out, which is good. Now we just need to add these guys above the walls. There you go. So now we should be good. Go ahead and save this. So again, I'm just going to go to my Nope, not you. To here. Add a new module. Select our two-way. Pop you in there. All looks good. Build. Save. And let me actually go to the dungeon level. And we have some settings here. Seed doesn't matter because we're randomizing the seed on launch. For modules with minimum doors. Not really. We're gonna have a module has 3 doors and a module has 4 doors. Will not be used as a better alternative with 3 doors is available. Disable this, bring close to 0 if you want some randomness. Ah, okay. Let's put this at 0, so it'll be truly random. Because that doesn't matter to me. 50. So non-repeating. The system tries to not repeat module within the last few rooms. So I'm going to specify the number of non-repeating rooms. How many do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 rooms total. I'm going to say then try to keep rooms not repeating 5 rooms in a row. Like when it generates rooms, right? If you go through 5, those 5 should not repeat. Let's try that. It's instanced. And oh, let's change it from layout depth to distance. And let's try visibility distance to be 3000. In height, we don't need 3000 in height. I'll definitely reduce that. And well, let's try that. Let's try that as our kind of a test room. So we'll go to our main menu. So here we go. Ooh, look at that. Look how much height there is now. And we can also see those levels. We couldn't see those levels before because there's no way for me to get to there. That right here, I think looks really cool. I really like the fact that we can see that down there. And I really don't like that we can see this up here. So what we need to do... Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is give these guys a mask. I'm going to mask these like a camera mask based on the height. So I don't see the elevate. I don't see them. Because they're gonna be. If I go by distance, I'm gonna be loading them, and I want to load them. Right, because these guys are one above, but the ones below are one below, right? So I can't load the ones below without loading the ones above. So we'll need to do a masked setup here, where I just cut them out. Okay, so that in that case, for now, let's go back to the way we were doing before, which is layout depth. But I'll just change the layout depth to 2. I don't know why it doesn't load. There we go. So hopefully now we will see the new levels we created. Because we've changed some settings around. way. Oh, here's that level that we created early on in the stream. So there's one of them, right? Okay, that's the old one. So we gotta find. Oh, and here's the other. This is the one we just made. Right. So it goes from the small one to the small one. Why there? Why there? What? Oh, yeah. So we're just using cubes, right? And so there's Z fighting over in that room. So if I load up right. So it's just we have squares just overlaying squares, and there's just a little bit of Z fighting, and that's what's causing it. I could probably make it so it is. There we go. I'll make it just I'll make these a tiny bit lower technically, and then that will eliminate Z fighting. There you go. Problem solved. They're technically 0.1 below, but you can't even tell. Problem solved. Yeah, it's called Z fighting. And Z because the axis XYZ. I don't know what Z fighting was in terms of axis originally, because depending on the 3D program is either up or forward. But it doesn't matter. The point is still the same no matter what direction it's facing. It's just called Z fighting, where if you have two things exactly overlapping each other, so if I put this back to 100 exactly, where it overlaps, the engine doesn't know which one to display to you, and so it flickers between the both versions because they're perfectly right on top of each other. And you'll see this occasionally in games, but it's just as simple as, right, just have them ever so slightly not in the same location and it fixes it. I can even make this 99.99, and just having it even 0.01 difference removes this issue. So yeah, very easy to fix. But let's go back to come on. Why it fails? There you go. So what we need to take a look is how much do we need, or what kind of rooms do we need? What do you guys think? I know that you're doing, so I now start making another level. There you go. And we need to make let's make another level. Well, guys, should I make a small one? What dimension should I make the level? I don't know if I should go beyond 2x2. I think 2x2 is the biggest I should go. Because, for example, this is a 2x2x2. So this one has verticality, right? So if I come up here, so this is a 2x2x2. You can see it has a pretty good amount of like size here. I don't think I want any one room or level to be bigger than this. So this is kind of, I think, going to be the limit. I can add a few more levels that have verticality. Because I think could use a few more of those. 1 by 2 by 3. Oh, so like a narrow one, but 3 tall? I don't think I can do 3 tall, but I can do 1 by 2 by 2. Can you make a 2-floor one where the player can fall from top to bottom? Yeah. Let's do that. So like this one, we can do that. So if I'm up here, right? That's what this is for. I can just jump off here and just go right to the lower level. So let's do that. Let's make an empty level. You. We'll make it right 2 and 2 here. So it'll be a more narrow one, but it'll be too tall. Now, well, I did 1. It'd be good to have more of them, right? Just because I have 1 doesn't mean that's it. We can't have any more. It's a very fun thing, and we should have more of them. So here's the question for you guys. Right? We have 4 sides of 2 levels. How many doors are in level 1 and how many doors are in level 2? I'll let you guys decide. What do you want to do? Let's get this aligned. 2 to 5. That's a lot of doors. If you go 5. Or 2 on the first floor, 5 on the second floor. 5 is a little too many doors. 5 is definitely too many doors, because that's basically keeping in mind that only 2 of them will ever be activated at any one time. I mean, that's fine. It really gives variation, but it's going to be hard to fit 5 doors in here. But you know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm not going to say no. I'm going to try it, and we'll see how it goes. How do we want to go up? Yeah, 2 first or 5 top. So what I want to do is, the way I see this happening is I want a middle area. And what I want to do is be able to jump to that middle area. And so we might do something like this. And then what we can do is have the path up here. Let's try this. I don't know. We'll see how. If I have 5 doors would be all these doors. I don't think we can do 5 doors. I can do 3 doors. Make the stairs here and here. It'll be like up, up. Maybe. right? Because we have a very steep 3 doors just fine. Yeah, the problem is we have it's just way too steep here. So I'm thinking is something like this. I might want to get away with 4 doors. 4 doors we can probably do. So we can do something like this. Right, and then here we can do one of you. Scooch you over. I'll do one less. $300 by 300. How much is in meters? That's 300 centimeters by 300 centimeters. I don't know the conversion between centimeters. Well, 3, right? It's 300. There's just 3 meters. Unreal units are centimeters. 100 centimeters is a meter. Right? I'm pretty sure. So 3 meters, exactly. Yeah, if you didn't know, an unreal unit is centimeter. And if you're laughing, Guts, keep in mind I'm American. We measure in freedom units. That's the most American thing I've heard today. America. We measure things in freedom units and eagles. And shotgun shells. Okay, let's maybe do this. Something like this. So if I did something like this, I'll have like I need to make this not as wide. I'll have like pillars here to support this. And so, yeah, it's just a way up. Let's throw some lights in here so we can just see them. Seems like it can work. Oh, these are way too tall. Way too high up. Down. Also, all of these, please. Don't actually light your levels like this, by the way. This is for blocking purposes only. I repeat, this is for blocking purposes only. Okay, so we'll have a door here. We want 2 doors on the bottom. Hold on. Where are we putting the second door? We have a door there, and we'll have a door right here. Door there, and then we have this ramp up, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3 doors on this floor.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Ads time. That seems like a good way of doing it. I think that's a good way of doing it. You like it? Good. Good. I'm gonna start doing the walls. No one's gonna miss much. Already did the walls a few times. No one's gonna miss anything. The only thing I'm not thrilled about on this is I want more. I wanted a hole somewhere, like to be able to fall through, but not every level has to have a hole. So I guess it's fine. Songs are different today. Where are these from? They're the same ones from before. These are all from the, from the Heartbound playlist. It's from the game Heartbound by Pirate Software. Might have heard of him. He makes great YouTube shorts. And he also has great music that we can use in streams and videos. People in your country love him? I don't think it's just in your country. I think just people love him in general. I think this is just a general thing. Hold close to the stairs just to make sure poor players will fall into it. Okay, well, we'll see where we can put it in a moment. Let's go unlit. It'll be easier to see. I say that, and then I immediately have trouble seeing. It's there. That's, yeah, that's the right distance. Okay, I'll do invisible wall. How do we want to do this? This is gonna be blocked off. Along that. It should be diagonal, right? It should be diagonal, and it will be probably diagonal. For now, it'll be fine. Question mark. Because I'm not thrilled with this. I am not thrilled with this at all. Oh, wait, I've made this way too wide. Oopsie. It's like literally sticking out of the entire map. Let's move that over. Let's move that over, which means this whole setup needs to be scooched. Okay. In order not to make things too wide, so this is going to be narrower but 2, which means this should be narrower by 2 for consistency's sake. So I can move this over. Move this over. It's okay. It doesn't have to be consistent. I just want it to be. Keep trying to be a productive employee. Wait, are you? Oh, I'm asking you this as you say lurk. Are you watching Twitch at work? Be honest with me. Someone clip him saying about how he avoids piracy by regionalizing his game on. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, that's a great way to avoid piracy. No, what would make you think that? You said productive employee. And I don't know if that's sarcasm, because sarcasm doesn't pass easily through text, and I speak from experience on that one. So I don't know if you're being sarcastic. You work from home, sometimes you have streams in the background to... Okay, then you're good. I mean, right, you shouldn't, but I can't criticize you for it, because I do the same thing. I can't work with nothing like on the second monitor playing like on YouTube or Twitch. Like I need something else. Like sometimes I will pause it and I will go like super focus mode. But unless I need to be super focus mode, 99% of the time, I want something playing. I want something playing there. Because it's just too much. Too much focus. Brain hurt. Too tired. Right? Right? So I'm actually thinking I want to add just a little wall here that's jumpable, but not all the way around. And the idea here is going to be, when this is actually a thing, I'm imagining I'm going to put a rail here of some kind that's going to be broken at the ends, and that's why it doesn't go all the way there. So here you'll need to jump. Here you won't. You can just fall. I like that a little more. So for a little something. And you know what? Speaking of jump. I'm making a hole. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's take all these. Put them up. Move to new folder. Hidden walls. Hidden game. Now, does anybody know if there's a way to scale multiple objects at the same time off of their own pivots when you have them selected like this? Because you can't toggle local or object, because that doesn't matter. It just scales off wherever the pivot is of your selection. Is that a thing in Unreal? I'm probably asking super basic questions, but I'm pretty sure there isn't, but maybe someone knows about it. Yeah, in Maya you can do it, absolutely. I'm pretty sure you can do it like in most 3D programs. But I'm pretty sure you can't do that in Blender. I mean, in Unreal. Which makes it quite annoying. But I think that's the case. You went all into a single blueprint and reset. You can't combine to a single blueprint and reset it because you can't separate a single blueprint. So once you combine things to a blueprint, right? You can't do it. What you can do is combine things into a level instance, create level instance, and then scale it and then break it. Yeah, you can do that. But that's like so many extra steps that I'm not willing to do it. That's too many extra steps that just for something simple. Okay, I'm going to now take this, scale it down, turn off the snapping. Oh, not that snapping. That's snapping. What's the angle here? 20? 20 degrees. Why does this one line up so nicely and this one doesn't? Jerk. Jerk. Whatever. Whatever, good enough. I have the invisible walls there, so that's the main thing. And then we need to put the doors in. So if I'm a mystery question, but yes, you can scale object in world or relative space in our yes, you can do that. You can do that, right? And you can press control oops. You can't scale in world space. World space you can't scale in. You can only scale in object space. When you do like move or translate right here, you can click between object and world. Scale doesn't have that. Scale is only object. So that's one small correction. But the other one is if you select multiple objects on different elevations, it will scale off the pivot point, right? It scales the bottom one down, even if I want both of them to scale up relative to their own pivot. And that's really the one. In your detail panel, check the transform options. Where? Because this is still... Yeah, it's like world, but it's still scaling it. Right here, it's still scaling it. Object. This doesn't change anything. This doesn't change the fact. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I could be doing it wrong. Very high probability of me doing it wrong. I would say it's almost guaranteed. That should be good on those. We gotta do the bottom one. And I gotta do that one. So we didn't quite get the 5. We only got 3. But I think this is a pretty good 3. Because this gets us some kind of fall, even though it's not great. And I might remove it later. You know what? I'm actually going to make that fall a little bit longer. I think that'll be making it more interesting. I'm going to do something like this instead. Right. So that should be a little bit better. So when you jump off, you also got to be a little bit careful where you jump off. Here you'll be fine. There's walls there. Here where there's no walls, you have a chance of landing in here and dying immediately. I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's put the doors in. Oh, I already started, but I just didn't finish. Yeah, put the door right in there, and then I realized I need to do the other stuff. Okay. That should be good. Only thing else I don't have any lockers in terms of. Yeah, we're gonna need to figure out something for the camera, right? I'm gonna need to do the same masking effect as I had before. Actually, I can probably do that now. If I go in here, go to the base, material functions, not angle fade. I have it somewhere. I don't. Why did I not put it under materials? Oh, also, I should save this level. Holy crap, I've been working on this the entire time and I have not saved it. Oof. So this is a 2 by 1 by 2, and this is a 5-way. Save. Guys, save more often than me. Don't be like me. Because if you save it at least once, autosave kicks in. So save it at least once. So if it crashes, you at least load an autosave that happens. Don't be like me. Let me open up a previous level. And I want to grab this. Where's this located? Where's the camera? Oh, I put it in the Dungeon Architect section. Okay, well, I'm just gonna copy this. Paste this in. You know what? I'm just gonna. I don't want all of them to be masked. Actually, I do, potentially. Okay, I'm gonna set them all to be masked, and I'm gonna try this. So what this does is, right, it cuts out. Oh, like that. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, have a good one, Holy Crab. Also, the fact that you're going to swim school with a name called Holy Crab, very fitting. Chef's kiss on that. Okay, I think we can go distance-based now. Also, for the camera. That should take care of that. So, let's implement this level into our stuff. Let's come in here. And a new one. Now this is going to be our 2 by 1 by 2 5-way. Not pop you in there. Build, save. And now I'm going to go to our dungeon level. And now I'm going to change this to distance instead of... Oh, I guess I didn't hit save when I did later, but it's fine. How many enemies are you planning to have per level? So, Dungeon Architect technically has something to populate level enemies in your levels. The problem with it, though, is it doesn't read room size. So your small rooms and your big rooms will all have the same number of enemies. So I'm gonna make my own system. That way I can customize how many enemies will spawn in each room. And the way I'm gonna do that is probably like when you enter the room, it is going to select random points that I have, random target points or something that I have placed. And then it'll pick a certain number of them, and then enemies will spawn in those. And then I can specify by room how many enemies and where, and then it'll randomize the enemies. So the number of enemies will always be the same in the room. Where they are will be different, and what they are will be different. That's the idea. I still gotta make that system. I don't think it'll be too hard. That should be relatively simple. Yeah. Okay. So, a couple of things. I want to increase the radius of this effect. Ooh, I can make this modifications to this live. Eject. So I'm going to just here. Radius 512. Oh, distance should be higher. Not that high. So 1,512. So what I can do is reset this. Go in here and set those as default. Radius 512. Distance 1,000. That's better. Right, that's a lot better. Also, I can totally see that the boss is above me. Go back to game mode. Let's play around with some more of these settings. Not all of this eventually will have this effect. That's good because the smaller rooms would be, yeah, they'd be very hard against the mobs. Yeah, exactly. So not every room will have it. So speed and all that is fine. Where's the hardness? No, I don't want like 0.5 hardness. I could make it bigger radius, but oh, not 6,000. It was like 600. Could make it small. That's it. That's all you get. You have to navigate through that tiny little hole. No, that's fine. If I made it just a little bit further, 1100 actually works. So maybe 1100 I think is good. So let's go back into the game and let's try this. So I think what I'm gonna need to do actually is not do it this way, I'm gonna need to do the elevation thing. I need to mask it based on my elevation, on my camera height. Yeah, do it based on my camera height. Basically, anything above... Ooh. You know what else? I need to... So right now, I have the boss spawned, but I need to... This cuts out the environment. It doesn't cut out enemies. I'm going to need to figure out a system that cuts out or has enemies be hidden or not, or just not have them spawn until they enter the room. But even so, the problem with even with that is, let's say I enter this room, spawn the enemies, and then come here and then go down to the lower floor. These enemies will still be spawned if I don't kill them. And it's still loaded. So that's the problem with doing it by distance. That's the problem with distance. I can do layout depth 2. Save. Come on. There you go. This is layout depth 2, right? You see that level right there. Right? It pops in. So that's why I want distance. What if I did... Okay, what if I go to the dungeon and I go by distance, and if I say visibility on the vertically 0, will it load levels above or below me? So maybe I just don't load anything below me or above me, it's just only around me. I see that level, and that's below me. I see the levels below me. I need to get down there. There you go. I still see the levels above me. Yeah, I still see the levels above me. But Z is at 0. Really odd. Z is at 0, but it's still loading. Well, you know what? I'll need to... that's something for me to figure out how exactly I want to do this. I want the verticality. Right? I don't want to remove the fact that we're going up and down. But the fact that we see the floors above poses a problem. Poses a problem. Still lurking, but that effect looks great. Well, thanks. It's not perfect, as you see. It's not perfect, but the biggest problem of it is going to be the mobs. The enemies are the problem. They're going to be loaded in that room. If I place enemies, they'll be loaded.
Ads are here.
Oh,
Pausing for ads.
Yeah, while ads are going, I'm going to change it to layout depth 2, and I'm going to go find our level that we made. It's going to be level hunting. Level hunting. Also, yeah, the distance there is, yeah, it's cutting off right there on the bottom. So distance, it needs to be adjusted. We'll find our level though. We made. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's all a dead end. So here. Oh, that was all a dead end. Great. This way. I freaking went all the way back to the start of the. Good job, me. Good job, me. Nope. Which way is, this way? The good thing is it's already finally starting to not feel like it's repeating as much. Okay, well, I found the way to the boss. That's not what I meant to do. Let's just try generating a new one. I just want to see our new level that generated. That's all I want. I just want our new level to appear so we can see it. Where are you? Need to go here. Oh, darn it. I went down the secondary route. Although I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just looking for the room. So what route I go down doesn't matter at all. Okay. So not this way. This way? Come on. Show me the room. Problem is, right, it's a 2-level room. That's 1x2. It might be having a difficult time spawning it. We've been here. I made a circle. I made a circle. It might have a hard time spawning that configuration. The 1x2 by 2. We will find it. We just need to find that one room. Yeah, so in terms of mob spawning, right, you wouldn't want like 5 mobs in here in that room. Or in this room. But you still want like a couple of mobs. And I might split it up where I have different spawners in terms of are they how many melee versus ranged? Am I spawning? Okay, so this is the room, right, that we made today, which is good. We're seeing these rooms. But where is the new room that we made? It's gonna be hard to find it. Yeah, so that means that we need... It's having a hard time finding rooms that connect to it. I can change the probability of it spawning. Maybe I'll do that. I think I actually need to do that. I think I need to reduce the probability of every other room spawning, because I don't think I can put in more than one. Yeah, one is the max. So I could do like lower everything else. Just so we can see our room. To build. There you go. It's still not doing it, even though it now has a far lower chance. Why? Also, I've found the way to the boss somehow immediately. Good job, me. What this is telling me is that it's just not having an easy time finding a way to connect that room. Or did I mess up? Or did I not put in the right room? Wait. One by one. Wait. Where did I not put the room in? But it's cheating in the game. You didn't even finish it. Well, that's why it's not cheating if I didn't finish it. Guys, I didn't even put it. I didn't even put a. It was not even in here. Did I not put it in here? I swear I put it in here. There's our 1x1 2-way. There's a 2x2 4-way. Build. Save. Did I really not put it in before? You might have a hard time making the room fit now. Shouldn't. Let me read. Give this one's back one. He's back at one. There's my 2x1x2 5-way. It's right there. Build, save. Okay, it better appear now. I just want to see it. Just want to see the room. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want to see the room. Okay, we found the boss. Good job, mate. Oh, here it is. Here's the room. This is the room. This is it. This is the room we just made. We found one. We found it. God darn it. Alright, so I think I want something here and here. And I want something in the corner. And I want something here. That should help put something in this place. We found it. I could have sworn I added it. I'm going crazy, guys. Don't worry. Oh, just like that. Like 3 away. Be able to have it be jumpable. Why are these? Oh, it's because they're masked. So now they're invisible. Hey, she gets welcome in. What kind of something? What kind of something what? What kind of something am I putting in here? Just something. This is just prototyping, so it's just something is going to go in this area. I'll figure out what later. But I want something there to basically block movement that you can maybe interact with or do something with. Jump on top. Things of that nature. Just to have... basically make it... like, it's going to have something there, so it'll be more interesting, right? That's all. So, pretend something is here. There's some kind of prop that's going to block movement. You can use it for like navigating around. So if you're getting shot at by a ranged enemy, maybe you can go around it to hide from the ranged enemy, right? And avoid projectiles. Some is more decorative, but it allows you to go on top of it. Maybe use a jump attack. So things of that nature. Some things are decorative, some things are not. Oh yeah, we wanted to put columns here. I completely forgot. Let's put these. That. I want to put a column. Let's do one here, maybe like that. It's not great. Also, it's but once it's it's fine. Again, give something to walk around. Makes it a little bit more interesting. And maybe I'll also have like something here at the end, near the wall. And there's gonna be just piles of something here. Yep. That should be good. Also put it in this corner. Oh. In this corner. This is more for decoration. They're not going to be actually using it, have real much practical purposes, but you know, it'll still be places for you to like jump up and whatnot. So maybe maybe there will be a more practical version. But you gotta see it from like all sides, because again, it can be any of these angles. This will work. I think this is much better. It doesn't change the layout or anything, but okay, now if we go through and hopefully find this room, we'll have a better time. This room. Oh, one-way door. Oh, here we go. Here's the room. All right, so now we have this room. So here's the pillar. Of course, it's getting cut out. We'll need to adjust that. I'll do a height-based cutoff instead of right, so we don't have stuff like this happening. This is a camera distance-based one. And I have a height-based one I set up in the past. I'm just going to bring it over from another thing I was working on. I'm just not doing it now because I don't have it in this project, so it's just going to be a matter of copying it from it. And then you can jump off and proceed on. Oh, there we go. And here's the boss. One thing I am noticing, right, is because we have so many doors on this level, and this one, both of the doors are on the same floor. Right, so it's one here and one here. So there's no reason for you to go up. Right, there's no reason for you to come up here. That's the problem of having more doors, or multiple doors on the same level, right? What I might do, and this is like, this I need to figure out, is right now, if I go to my generation, I do build. So the main path is this, right? It's a linear path. Then the off branch goes off of the main path and then back around onto the main path again. And then I have another path that does the same thing. And I can rebuild and it'll do different shapes and whatnot. But it always goes back around to the main path. What I think I need to do is I'm going to make another path. This one's going to be another color. Let's go maybe with light blue. This is going to be branch 3. And I'm going to have this start at... It's going to go between these two. So this is between branch and branch 2. So if I now did build here, this should be a little bit better. So now we have the main path. And then we have two paths that go off of it onto themselves, but also another path that connects all of them together. So if I start here, I can go down and then I can go this way or this way. If I go here, I will be back onto myself. See, the problem is this is a one-way. This is a one-way path. Well, I can make it so those two... Hold on. Can I do I have a setting here for no. I'm thinking and then I can do another path. Dark blue. Another path that goes. This is going to be branch 4. Terrible names. Don't do names like this. From 3 to main. Okay. And their main path should be longer. No. Okay. This is an interesting shape. So now we have the main path, whatever it is. It has a subpath that goes along itself, and another path that goes from itself to itself, which means if I go down this subpath, right, I would cut through all of this. But I also have a subpath to subpath route. And from that path back to the main path as well. So this room actually ends up having 4 doors, which is good. I want rooms that have more doors like this. So let's see what happens now when I have something like this. These all have 3 to 6 as their length. I'm gonna make this 3 to 10. And the main path maybe even longer. 12. Because this whole place can be longer if there's all these shortcuts, right? That's what I'm thinking. But it all depends on how the shortcuts are created. So I can go here, here, down, over. The main path is the fastest in this case. That's something I'll need to play with, I guess. How I want it to be. Go with 10. Okay, well, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes with these extra paths now. We haven't changed anything except just how many paths are generated. But what this should do is now I have 2 rooms on this one that are generated. There's also our nice room, and here's a 3rd room, right? So we have 3 doors now in this room. This one has 1, 2, 3. Oh, here's that same room again. Nice. So this one has 1, 2. I fell in. Don't worry about it. So this one only has 2. But this is better. This is better. The reason I decided to increase this is with it having more doors, you don't feel like crap, I didn't find the one way to go. Instead, it's more of, okay, there's probably a door this way, and there's probably a door this way. Let me try multiple of these directions. We've also seen that room now. I freaking went back to the very start. Good job, me. Good job, me. To be fair, I'm not paying attention to the rooms I'm if I was fighting enemies, I'm sure... Copium. I'm sure I would be paying attention to the kind of rooms I'm, going through, but I'm not fighting enemies. I'm sure that's the only reason why this is happening. Whoa, what happened there? Hold on. What happened there? Do I have a level with a jump off that goes to nothing? I thought I was here, but there was nothing below, so it's not this. This has a fall. This has red, so I should have fallen there. This all has a... Where was I? Yes, it wasn't this room. Oh, it was this room. Whoops. How did I not have a... Let's get our safety net in here. Let's just go ahead and just do one of those. Yep. Also, this should not be a... This wall shouldn't be the way it is. This should be a dead end. I should not be able to jump in this direction. I'm like, I'm confused, basically. What are you... It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day for me too. I'll probably be hopping off soon, so don't worry about it. I get it. I get it. Let's do this and this. One of them is use. Oh yeah, good point. If there's two people you're watching, so yeah. I still haven't gone to the point where I'm rating people, because like I want to trying to get like, once I have a few more people, then I'll start rating and stuff. That, and I need to start, seeing who's on, because right now I don't even have Twitch open pretty much at all. I have my dashboard open. That's it. I have 3 monitors right now, and when I used to stream before, I had 4, and I'm realizing just how good 4 monitors is. It's so good. I heard a sound. It's 1 a.m. here. You're just lost. You're Bunday. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm like, I heard a sound. I'm like, what is that? I'm not familiar with the sound. Hello. I'm we're making a 2.5D game here. What were you up to? How are you doing? Show you guys what we're doing here. We've been doing procedural no, not you. Procedural level design today. If I go to my main menu. Play. It's gonna load. Oh, that's such a great emote. Urban Dre. Urban Dre. I hope I'm pronouncing that wrong. Probably not. Probably not. So I've been working on this procedural dungeon, and we've been creating more rooms here, so we can have a more interesting setup when we maneuver around. The camera cutting out the area is only temporary. I'm going to be changing into a height-based cutoff instead of a camera like depth one. Oh, we got to go to a different level for this one. So, this way. Oh, yeah, there's a way to go this way. So I've been finding a more interesting kind of setup where I can now move around and have a better time navigating. Like the animation? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is a 2.5D sprite for the character, 8 directional movement, as well as combat.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I can't snooze ads. While the ads, I should have paid attention. I should have paid attention. Curse you, ads. I got so distracted by the raid. I didn't look at how long I have till raids. Ads are playing. No. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. To the people who don't have ads, you're basically just yelling right now. I mean, yeah. AKA everyone on YouTube. I'm just yelling at them. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Trying to ask for subs here, boy. No. I will ask if you have primes. I won't say no to primes, but but it's okay. I'm not asking so many ads. It's 2 minutes of ads, so that way I can pass it, but I got so distracted by the actual, oh no, my testing is not here anymore. But the raid, I forgot about them to display them. Also, those emotes are adorable. Emotes are just adorable. They're almost done. I wish I could show the oh, you can show some of the enemies. Do I have I don't think I have the previous no, I don't have recordings from before. Okay, ads are done. I can show. So you're working on all your lost ads. You're working on a first-person dungeon crawler using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. No dependencies. That sounds awesome. Also, I hope your ads are done. My timer says ads are done. Those ads better be done, or I swear, Bezos. It is very painful. As a non-programmer, I can lie and say I understand, but reality is I don't understand. Ads are done. Hello, hallelujah. I got so distracted with the freaking raid that I'm like, I should have delayed the ads. I had the option, but I didn't. But real quick, here's some enemies I have. This guy currently has some AI, but a lot of them currently are, the AI is broken. So just to show some of the combat, I have regular attacks, right? I can dash, as you guys saw. I can roll through it and have some invulnerability frames. I can roll through enemies. I can knock them up, and then I can follow them and have some airtime. Or I can, if I knock them up and follow them, I can then knock them down, and I can also kick them back. So lots of options for maneuverability here. Hey, Kale. You have the stream pulled up on your CRT? Why the hell do you own a CRT? I am one of those fancy graphics people. I am. Why do you own a CRT? I'm not questioning whether, I mean, your judgment of whether my thing looks very aesthetic. Why don't I own a CRT? You have 2 of them? How much? I mean, that probably weighs more than all my stuff on my desk, including my computer. Shinokasa has the question, why do you use a CRT? Yeah, it's one thing to have the CRTs. Why are you using the CRTs? That's great questions. Great questions. Let's make a run through this place one more time. You know what I can do? I can go to my... do I want to go to my other project real quick just to grab the height function? I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna load up my other project real quick. You play old Nintendo consoles on it? Just happen to find an HDMI to analog converter and we're feeling a little silly goofy? You know? That's a good reason. I mean, I can't argue that reason. That seems like a good reason. But the second question is, why do you have 2 CRTs? That's really I guess, still the base question. It's one thing, right, to do that, assuming you have CRTs, but why do you have 2 CRTs? And they're big and heavy. Where are you even keeping them? I have so many questions. So many questions. Camera masking. So this is my more advanced camera masking setup from another on a very deep desktop. I mean, yeah. Found a nice one on Facebook for 20 bucks, and then the other one is just from childhood and you keep in storage. Wait, hold on, back up. You had a CRT. It's still in storage? Why did you buy a new one then for 20 bucks? If you already had one and it's still in storage, why don't you just use that one? Save yourself the 20 bucks. Am I missing something here? Maybe it's bigger? I mean, okay. That is a valid reason. Okay, fine. Fair enough. What's how much bigger? What let's get the info here. How much bigger is it? Now we're gonna find out he doesn't actually know the sizes of it. This is the camera position. Is this it? Camera hardness? No. Is the sphere mask? Okay, camera height. Camera height offset. This is what I want. Is this what I want? I could take this entire thing. But let me go back to you. Where's our... You. Yeah, I think I should add the stuff on the right. And you know the other one, but this one is a 28-inch screen. It weighs 200 pounds? Okay. I'm calling cap on the 200 pounds. There's no way in hell that it weighs 200. Hold on. I'm going to Google this. Average CRT monitor weight. 50 to 60 pounds. Okay. Still ridiculous, but not 200 pounds. I feel a little bit better about that. I think it's just this. Let's find out. And then this was the... from where? It is the red channel. Okay, is this it? This is black, right? If I did 10, 100. Yeah, there we go. Negative 100. Yeah, look at that. So this is my height setup. So now what we can do... Save this. So now on my... We can play here. And if I play around now with these values... I do them here? Might not be able to do them here. I might need to do it in the actual material. Here. Okay, let's stop this. Let's just give... you know what? I'm just gonna do it in here. It's fine. Camera height offset. Set that to 0. Plug that in there. Yes. Have a good night, Guts. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the stream. You want to go back to PCG Turtles and try again? You're welcome. I'm glad to have helped. Happy to help. And this is camera height wave. So if I do this, right? Yep, remove that. Apply save. Now in here, these are now is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, this is perfect. So now, what I can do is try playing with this. Negative 1,000. Ah, look at that! Negative 1,500. Negative 2,000. Negative 5,000. Ah, it can go. So I can't go lower than a certain value. Is that it? Right, so normally I would be here. Ah, okay, so it is... Yeah, I'm going to need to play around with this. I need to play around with this a little bit, probably off stream to figure out. Or I'm probably going to just migrate the entire system. But the idea is, right, this floor, this upper floor, we don't want to see it at all because it's just above a certain elevation. Because right now, right, it's cool that we see above it, but I don't want to see any of that above it. And then I want it to then cut out behind pillars and stuff only on this lower level. So what I'll probably do is come here and do a migrate. Content. Okay. Is that here? Nope. Not engine. So now I can go ahead in here, here, and move this to rename it so that way it doesn't interfere with the other one. Here, and then I can delete this folder. Delete. Okay, so now here, I'm just going to replace it. No, that's the old one. It's the advanced one. Yeah, so here I'll need to plug everything in, but I should have a better setup in it. So, camera, mask, distance. That was 1,000 for us, and we're going to put it all under camera, mask. So So we had 1,000 before. Height offset is going to be default to 0. Mask radius, we were pretty happy with 512. Watch, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to find out, oh, no, this was actually something else, and it's not going to work. Damn it, we're going to make it work. I don't think I need this shadow fast switch anymore, because it's built into this thing. I have shadow fast switch built in, so I don't think I need it anymore. Our mask. Hardness, default 0.5. Camera height wave 0. Actually, what is the default for mask tiling? Border tiling is 1, border speed is 1. Tiling 1. Nope. Select, you jerk. Speed 1. The camera noise mask we'll leave as is. And we want to mask out shadows, right? Oh no, we want it to be false. So I don't think I need to plug anything in there. Okay, so with this now done, let's try this. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna be bad? Probably gonna be bad. It's probably. It's not loading. I gotta figure out why it sometimes just not load at all. I mean, it's because the dungeon isn't generating, but normally it doesn't have issues generating. But like when I test it, but clearly there's still some issues with generation. Come on. One generation. I'm not asking for much. Let me check. Did I reset these guys to all be 1? I did, right? Oh. 0.4. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, that's what it is. When I thought I added it to the wrong one before. That's probably what happened. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, okay. Because I have my old system. Yeah. You anymore? There we go. Okay. So now, ideally I'd like to get below as well. Okay, let's go with this. Actually, over there, I have an overhang. Right, so we have this. So now I can start playing around with oh, you know, it helps when you plug in the damn thing. Oh no, it is plugged in. So why is it Oh, it is plugged in. Let's find out. Camera height offset. Ah, okay. So yeah, I did do it based on the camera height even previously, where yeah, I need to separate out the height controls from the camera controls and just mask based on height. So okay, I'll need to explore that. I'll do that on my own time. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. That means I could probably just use the more basic one and be fine with it. Just need to adjust it. But the plan is just, again, to cut off the tops. But I think that is where we're going to call it here for the night. It is late. I am tired. I got work in the morning. I got work in the morning. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely a much more creative process today. But you know what? We made some cool rooms. I like them. So it should make our actual game a whole lot more interesting. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we go and start figuring out how we're going to spawn enemies. Because currently we can't use the system that comes with Dungeon Architect because we want to control how many enemies are going to spawn in each room. So I think we design that system tomorrow and go from there. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. And again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.